My girl, that's our girl, that's my girl, and it's about damn time. Finally, a sister is the Bachelorette, so you knew that I was going to be here. Let's get into this review. Just as a disclaimer, before we get into this review, I want to make it absolutely clear. Rachel is not the first Black Bachelorette. The first Black Bachelorette that we have ever had is Tiffany New York Pollard. So let's not get that confused. Miss New York did it first. Let's see if she did it better. Guys, Rachel has her own hashtag emoji. I mean, this show, y'all gonna make me fall in love with this show because I was like tweeting some stuff and I like hashtag the Bachelorette and then like the hashtag and her Black Bachelorette the emoji comes up and I was just like, oh my gosh, they're pulling out all the stops. I think I'm a fan. So just like an overall consensus or like look at the show, you can tell that this show is like for Caucasian eyes. You know what I mean? It's very vanilla, very, very cheesy, and there's like this one scene where she's playing basketball and she's just like, that's how it's done. And I'm like, okay. We have Caucasian viewership on this show because I'm like, girl, if you don't stop. However, I will say, although I don't think it was like, I don't think this show is geared towards my audience, I will say it's really, really cute. Rachel is a lovable character. She's just so sweet. She's funny. She's just adorable. She's gorgeous. She's very well educated. And like has her own, there's like some type of spunk and spice about her, but it's very tactful. I don't know. I just really, really like her. And the show it's cute. It's really, really a cute show. So I think they picked a very good candidate because immediately, despite all of the cheesiness and corniness, I was just like, I like Rachel. So I get it. I get the charmingness about her. Yes, Rachel with that mean side eye that she gave in the courtroom. There's like this clip of her, they're just doing like a bunch of clips. So they show her playing basketball and then they show her, going to work where she's an attorney, right? A prosecutor? Whatever. She's one of them. Are they the same thing? I don't know. I went to performing arts high school. Anyway, she's in the courtroom and, we're getting like this faux courtroom clip of her because I honestly did not for one second think that it was like a real life case that ABC was able to get a peek into. Anyway, she's just like, objection, Your Honor, speculation. I was like, yes, girl, give him the sign. For the people who have watched The Bachelor, how did you feel about Nick? Because the clips that they had of him, I was just like, girl, thank God you got cut. He seems so corny and boring. Who would want a life of that? I mean, the dude is cute, but in the clips that they showed, I was just like, how did he pass casting? He was so boring. So this show is going to draw me all the way in. I feel like I want to be a fan. I don't know if I want to stick with it after that. We'll see how these Bachelorette or Bachelors or whatever plays out. But, I mean, we got a sister on a major network in a mansion. 30 dudes are vying for her hand in marriage. I'm like, listen, y'all got me for how many episodes this show has because I'm already drawn in. First impressions. Kenny, nope. I don't see it for Rachel and Kenny. One, no shade, but he's a wrestler in his 30s. He's not signed with WWF or WWE. I know it takes time to get there. I just don't know how much time Rachel has to wait for him to make it to the point where he's going to be like making some serious dough to support her on a prosecutor's level. You know what I mean? Like that, she makes some ducats. So I don't know if she wants to be put into a situation where she has to emotionally and financially support her man. And then he has like a beautiful child, but she's like, approaching the teenage years. What woman want to walk into that? No tea, no shade to men who have kids. But as a woman walking into a situation where you have a daughter who's about to get her period, we don't need that drama because we already coming in with the kid not liking us. Then we both linking up on the same cycle. She has a whole attitude problem because this is the first time she's ever been she's ever felt these female emotions. So she's sucking her teeth and rolling her eyes, and I'm sucking my teeth and I'm rolling my eyes. Who wants to go into that and it's a new relationship? Kenny seems like a sweet guy, but hell to the no. Jack gives me serial killer tease. You know what I mean? Like, he gives me Ted Bundy with a dash of American Psycho. And he doesn't blink. Nope. Alex. Okay, I think I like Alex. You know, he's from the D, okay? He's ethnic, and he's really close to his parents. And he's fine. I think that's the only thing I really like about him. But I like him for her. I really, really do. I feel like those type of men who are like really close to their parents, or like culturally close, you know what I mean? Like there are some cultures who are like really, really family oriented. I feel like immigrants who come here to America and start a new life, they're really, really family oriented. And I think with Rachel wanting to go into being a wife and a mother at this point, I feel like that's like a type of guy that she should go with, somebody who is already has that kind of dynamic and is set up in a family who will prepare and uphold you in that journey. So I like him. He's fine. He's fine. Them kids, girl, I'm already into children. What? Mo. No. And here is why. He gives me Silicon Valley like tech guy. And although that'll be a lot of money and absolutely somebody who can support Rachel and the family, and the family that they'll start, I don't feel like that's a life that she wants to go into, because I also feel like she's somebody who wants to have an engaged husband and somebody working in like that tech community and, you know, Silicon Valley and all that money. You got to put in some time to do that. And it just seems like it'll be a very lonely life for her. And also, we saw a really good clip of him and his family, and it was really adorable. I loved them dancing, and it was just, I really, really liked it. However, I don't know how his family will embrace Rachel. Listen, no tea, no shade, but I've been watching a lot of the ID channel, and listen, y'all not gonna be killing Rachel because she don't fit the family dynamic. No, absolutely not. So Rachel, you can send Mo packing, okay? Lucas, no. Hell no. Hell to the no. Absolutely not. Sis, don't do it. Throw him back to the Caucasian fish from which he came from, because he does not fit this show in any kind of way. I can't see her having a conversation with him. Like, absolutely not. He is out of his mind, and that's probably why Caston picked him. But Rachel, no. You can do better on your worst day. Blake, no. Here's why. You know, and I'm gonna just be real. Every sister needs to experience like a freaky white guy at some point in your life. However, they're drive-bys, you know what I mean? You don't settle down with like the freaky white dude, because it's just, it's not going to work. No, it's just not going to work. But you know, I feel like it'll be a nice experience, Rachel. You know, that guy that you can have that conversation about when you girls get together, like, girl, you know, I could never see myself with him, but it was this white guy named Blake. He twisted me up to a pretzel. Anyway, I just don't think that he fits her. I don't think that they fit as well. And honestly, the way he was talking about his penis made me low-key uncomfortable. I felt like it was way too much talk. I don't know if he was coached by casting to talk like that, but it was just like, okay. And I was really surprised that ABC let him talk about his penis this long on national TV. Like, this network to me is so like foo-foo, she, like, you know, we're Christian Saturday through Monday. So I don't know. It just was weird that they let him talk like that. And yeah, he's a drive-by, Rachel. Drive-by. Experience it. Tell us about it. Don't marry him. Iggy. No. Any man that talks about himself in third person does not deserve any woman. Guy, get out of here. You don't deserve happiness. He's like a grown man talking about himself. Diggy likes sneakers. Diggy likes ties. Diggy is the man. Diggy need to go home. Josiah, I actually like him. Out of all the contestants that I've seen so far, he is the one that stands out to me the most. I feel like he is the male version of Rachel. However, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's what she wants. But they seem the most compatible to me. He's an attorney as well. And he is, can I just be real? He's the type of black man that will work well with a type of black woman that Rachel is. And not in any way diluting their blackness. But it's a certain kind of black person that I just feel like they get it. And what I'm trying to say is I feel like they know how to code switch. And I feel like that type of dude is what she needs, because it seems like he can do both. You know, you need a dude that can code switch. So when you go into different settings, he's able to adapt to that and be able to get you both into places that could take you to new heights in your career or lives, whatever. That's what I think. I think they had that in common, and I like that about him, but I just don't know if that's what she wants. I don't know. Sometimes you meet a guy who is just like you, and everybody else around you can see that it'll work, but you're just like, I don't want to date me. So I don't know, but I like him for her. I really, really do. I can't with this show. This is not funny, but Josiah is talking about how his brother hung himself in the backyard. Then the Bachelorette cuts to a clip of him looking at the tree that I guess his brother hung himself from, and he's looking all solemn. And then there's this little house on the prairie music playing in the background. I was so uncomfortable. Why did y'all just cut this out and leave this on the cutting room floor? We did not need to see this. And then we have these 90s R&B slow clips of Josiah leaning next to different greenery. I'm leaning next to a palm tree. I'm leaning next to a bush, and I'm gazing out over the sands. What? But you know what? They're focusing on him a lot, and I don't know if this is what this show does, but they're focusing on him a lot, so I'm feeling is he a top 5? Because they're focusing a lot on this one dude. So I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to give us some foreshadowing that he's going to make it to the end. I don't know, but I feel like they're giving us a lot of Josiah, and I don't think we've got that much of any other person thus far. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh, we can all be bridesmaids. Oh my God. Oh, this scene with Rachel meeting her other bachelorettes. Or, the ladies that she was in a house with when she was trying to get with Nick. Something is going on with me because I've never been a fan of shows like this because I felt like it was too cheesy and too prissy, and I'm not that kind of girly girl, but I'm making jokes about it. I'm just cracking jokes about the girls because I'm just they are really over the top. Guys, they're in there and they're just talking about Rachel meeting 30 dudes. It's a freaking TV show. And then one girl's just oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. I'm about to cry. Despite all that, it's a cute show. It's a really, really cute show. It's I miss my girlfriends. Really loving all of the cars, the limos full of men from all over. They gave her every flavor, okay? In this limo, they're all in different limos, and they're all just talking about how they're so excited to see her. She's so hot. I'm loving it. I'm yes. Am I vicariously living through Rachel? I probably am. All the sisters who are tuning in are. Shoot. It's our season. Wisconsin Peter is really, really cute. When he got out the car, and oh, listen, this is what I liked about Peter. He got out the car, and he just kept on going up. His full body got out, and then he walked over. He was towering over Rachel. I was oh, yes, Wisconsin Peter. Can I just say that the men on this show do not photograph well? Because when the cast was released, I was just oh, hell to the no. Because I'm serious, a lot of the guys on this show was giving me Fire Island. From the photos, they were just very manicured. You know what? They just looked hella zesty to me. And I was just I feel like they could have done better. But on camera, these guys are really looking good. Even Alex, who gave me the zestiest of them all, is the finest to me. Oh, Josiah, baby, you are laying it on a little thick. See you later, litigator. Boy, if you don't get... Ryan gives me Dracula. He's just had, an old school looking Dracula. I feel like he's had a lot of work done. I feel like he's had a lot of Botox. And I think, does he have fillers? His cheeks. I'm Brian from Miami, have you visited Dr. Miami? Because, sweetie, this right here, you have done some work. Love the cheekbones. It's just real scary. And saying that, he is hella suave. And that is a dangerous but really good trait to have, especially in shows like this, because as soon as he gets out the car, despite the Botox and the fillers, he just starts dropping that Spanish on Rachel. And I'm telling you, sis got weak in the knee. She was, and me more. Just in the way that he was speaking to her and approached her, I just felt like she overlooked the fact that he looks like Dracula and was just really drawn into the fact that he has a lot of swag and he is very suave. And I feel like he may be a serious contender because Rachel did not have any other reaction to any other guy like that. She had a really real reaction to Brian because when he got out the car, she was, being very sweet, like, hi, how are you? Then he started speaking Spanish. She was like, she had to turn around and catch herself. Listen, a lot of sisters got some Spanish dudes in their past that have, adios amios their ways into our hearts and into our wallets. It happens. It happens. Oh, man, now I feel bad because I like Kimmy. I just don't think that he's a good fit for Rachel. He's so sweet. He's so sweet. I just don't think he's a good fit. He just has a lot of stuff going on, and it's two major things. He has, financially, I just don't know if he can hold her down on a wrestling, like not even like major league, like wrestling career. And he has a child who was turning into a woman. That's just a lot to put on somebody in a relationship. So I don't know, but I like him. He's so adorable. Rob gives me millennial Portland pastor. No. Not a good fit for Rachel at all. A muscular Polynesian man. Yes. Bryce is a firefighter. Rachel, yes. 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 Keep the firefighter, girl. Will. The Urkel thing. Is Kyle Jamaican? Rachel, cut him now. Cut him now, sis. You don't need that kind of stress in your life. Send that bun and cheese back from whence it came. No, girl. No. Blake, top 5. Top 5. He's fine and he's a Marine. Girl, top 5. Top 5. Brady, the name and the literal breaking of the ice just screams uncomfortable family Thanksgiving dinner, and no. I feel like if Rachel goes to his house for Thanksgiving, his grandmother's going to sit her down and tell her the Redbirds and the Bluebirds story. I just feel like that's coming in her future if she chooses that dude. So girl, send him home. Don't give him a rose. Don't give him a tulip. Don't even give him a weed. Send him packing. Oh, Dean, the I want to go black guy. No. I mean, he's cute. He's very, very young, and you would be the first black woman he's ever dated. And who needs that mental torture? No, Rachel. I don't see him being a good fit for her at all. Any guy who is not black, who wants to start off some type of relationship with you, who starts off with your race, let you know that not only does he see color, that's all he sees. Let it go, girl. Let it go. I'm sorry. DeMario, I like him, right? I really, really like him for her. He weirds me out because right here is DeMario. Everything else is Tyler Perry. Like, he has Tyler Perry's head. It's so weird. Seriously, if you're watching this show and just put your hands over DeMario's face, just the palm of your hand, you will see Tyler Perry. Like, he has Tyler Perry's head and shoulders. It's so weird. He have Tyler Perry's head. Sorry, my refrigerator is dying. If he didn't have Tyler Perry's head, he'd be in my top 5. But I just cannot get over the fact that he, switched bodies with Tyler Perry. You know what? He also gives me a guy who's auditioning to be the Bachelor because he's doing way too much. He's already calling Rachel his wife while he's driving over there in the car, and he has 2 tickets for them to go to Vegas to elope. And I'm just like, I feel like you're auditioning to be the next Bachelor, and I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I don't think they're gonna go black for both shows. I don't see it in their future. Sorry. So, take that to VH1. Freaky Blake arrives with his tongue out in a marching band. Girl, listen, he's still a drive-by, but I liked his effort. I thought the marching band thing was so adorable. It was, to me, the best entrance. I really, really, really loved it, but he's still a drive-by, Rachel. Test the waters. Don't fall completely in it. Stay woke, sis. Stay woke. Fred is fine. However, executive assistant. Who is he an executive assistant to? Rachel is a prosecutor. What the hell is going on with casting in these jobs that these dudes have? Why would you give a girl who's an attorney an executive assistant? No shade to men who are executive assistants, but you can't support a chick that's a prosecutor. And she wants to have kids. So we have to think about this. We have to be very strategic. She wants to have kids. I guarantee you she does not want to be in a courtroom 9 months, a week away from her due date, prosecuting people because she has to like pay the mortgage. So she's looking for a dude who can support her while she's pushing human beings out of her vagina. And I'm sorry, no executive assistant can do that. However, he is fine. That chocolate Donnie Simpson, listen, Caston did a good job with that one, because when he got out the car, I was like, ooh, who is this? But executive assistant, got me right together. Jonathan, the tickle monster. What? Who tickles in their 30s? What? Let a man tickle me on the first date or any date. I'm macing him. They were doing so well. And then we like get a tickle monster. And Rachel, absolutely not, girl. Don't keep him, please. And you know what? Check his basement. Because I feel like there are some dates that he has tickled who was buried in it. I'm telling you, I gotta stop watching the ID Network. I feel like it's just shaping my mind to a certain place, because I'm telling you, when he got out the car, I was just like, there are women buried in his basement. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Lee, I feel like the guitar and song thing would be really, really good if you could sing. What was going on with his voice? It's just like, what the hell? I'm no Bieber. No, you're not. Not on his worst day, baby. You're not even close. Alex Arise. What a vacuum cleaner. He's still fine, though. Milton is fine, but he seems like trouble. I feel like Rachel dates him. A week into the relationship, she's getting DMs from chicks who was just like, he was with me last night. You don't need that kind of drama. And I feel like he's a guy that has like a trail of women always in rotation and always in some type of purgatory waiting for him to like settle down. So Rachel, send him packing, sis. Send him packing. Adam, what the hell are you doing with this casket ready Mexican? Oh, Mexican. Is a Spanish man in my future? Because for a few days, I've been on like this, okay. Is my husband Dominican? Anyway, Adam arrives with this casket-ready Mexican. Oh my gosh. There is somebody in my life who's Mexican who I like. I gotta go through my friends list, because I feel like I keep on coming to Mexican. I'm crushing on a Mexican dude. I don't know yet, but I feel like it's happening. And Adam arrives with this casket-ready mannequin. It was so uncomfortable and weird. Rachel was totally thrown off, and I feel like if the producers would have allowed her, she would have been like, you can get back in the car. And your weird mannequin too. So Adam goes into the house, and I don't know who said it, but somebody called Little Adam the mannequin Mike Myers. And let me tell you something, I lost it. He was like, he arrives with Little Mike Myers. See, I told y'all, this cast gives me Fire Island, because here go Tickle Monster. He made sure to let every man in that house know that they were gorgeous, gorgeous dudes. Really attractive men. Okay, Tickle Monster. Matt shows up in a penguin costume. Hell no. What? See, I've never seen this show. Is this what they do? Do they do like these little gimmicks? And because if this is normal, then okay. If this is what they do, or if this is what the producers encourage, okay. But there's a part of me that really is turned off by that, because I feel like they're not here for her. They're here to like get some TV time, because I don't feel like Matt in his everyday life on a first date would show up in a penguin costume. Like, really? I don't think he would ever wear a penguin costume to try to impress a girl. But I feel like this is probably something dumb. They probably had it laying around in the props department. It was just like, who wants to be the penguin? And Matt was like, I'll be the penguin. Because, honey, when he took that penguin mask off. Okay. Anthony gives me That's So Raven's dad with a dash of Predator. Because I was just like, this dude looks familiar. And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, he looks like Raven's dad in Predator. Well, just a mixture. Nothing wrong with Predator. He has a nice body. But I'm just like, this is who he looks like. Jamie is under 6 feet. Bye-bye. Nope, nope, nope. Put Jedediah back in that limo and send Mr. Adult Children of the Corn back to the Old Testament from whence he came. Because what you're not going to do is show up to meet a woman for the first time, your first impression, and you show up in a vest. Boy, bye. Mike is fine. He's also an athlete. Absolutely not, Rachel. Nope. Then Lucas arrives with a bullhorn in a ShamWow or Wham Boom, whatever shirt. Oh, he is so annoying and clearly a producer pick. I cannot believe for 1 second that casting looked at that dude and was just like, oh, he'd be a good match for Rachel. He's ratings and he is already annoying and irking. You know what? He gives me small town improviser. Nah. Oh, and then he does that wham boom mess. And I'm like, first of all, his features are concentrated in one area. And I don't feel like he was born like that. I feel like he's been wham booming so much. His skin is shifting. It's like, dude, during your 30s, you can't be doing all that stuff. You're knocking your brain around, giving yourself a concussion every time you try to be funny with this wham boom or whatever ShamWow crap. Your eyes are shifting. Your features are shifted in like this one area. Like I'm telling you, after he did like the waka waka waka, whatever that was, when he got up, his eyes were bloodshot. I thought he was going to pass out. Lucas, it's time to stop. So the guys are talking about who's going to be the crazy one on the show. And then Lucas walks into the room. He's like, oh, wham bow, zany, whatever he does. And DeMario was just like, yep, that's the crazy one. Yes, Tyler Perry head, call it out. So Rachel has met all the men. And as soon as she gets into the house, Josiah takes her to the side and tells her about his checkered past, his rough childhood, and how, you know, just lets her know that I started out this way, I was able to change. Now I'm an attorney, we have a lot in common, and you're part of the Black Bar Association. Well, I'm telling you, I feel like these guys are the perfect couple, but I don't know if Rachel wants that, because the way she acted towards Brian, I feel like she's not in that space where, I feel like she wants to be married, right? She wants to be married and she wants to have kids. I don't think she's done having fun yet, because her reaction to Brian and her reaction to Josiah lets me know that she's just not in the headspace to settle down. She probably wants to have a little bit more fun. And why not? You're the Bachelorette. You have all this attention on you. Why not just have some fun with it for, you know, a year or so and then settle down? I think that's probably what's happening, because Josiah is telling her all this stuff and she's like, wow, not really into him. And I feel like he's the perfect guy for her. So Dean, he turned me off with the I want to go black comment, right? But he's so sweet and he's so adorable. I'm warming up to him, but he's still so young. He's 25. But you know what? No tea, no shade. White guys settle down early. Like, they get married in their 20s. Black men ain't settling down to a good 45. A good 45. He's just like, you know what? I'm ready, girl. Let's make it official. So I don't know if he's really for her, but he's so adorable. Rachel, you can't be his first black girl. That's just, that's trauma on top of trauma. Who needs it? Not you, Rachel. Not you. So this whole scene with little Adam, the dummy, got me dead. I'm dying. This show is so cheesy, but it's cheesy fun in a real cute way. Like, I just didn't expect it. When they had these scenes with the dummy speaking in like French, and Kenny called him Annabelle. Oh man, that was probably the best scene of the night for me, because they had him like, they had the dummy like looking over the corner, and then he had his own confessionals. That was good. Whoever thought that up, man, that was funny. So then Brian takes Rachel to the side, and he's just like, I just wanted to I just want to let you know I'm a chiropractor, so I'm good with my hands. And Rachel's like, oh, there goes that trouble. See, she not ready. She not ready. Rachel want to have some fun. She know that Brian is not the dude that you married and have kids with. She wants to have some fun. And he's just basically telling her about himself. And then he starts speaking in Spanish. And she gets weak in her knees again. And she was just like, when you got out the limo and you started that Spanish, oh, he had me. He had me. I was like, see, that's your problem. And then he pulls her in and he kisses her. It was the most uncomfortable 3 seconds of my life. I could, like, he sucks her face in and he's like licking her chin, but Rachel liked it. I'm telling you, Brian is going to be stiff competition because although he has a lot of swag, and I'm just going to be really honest, swag is kryptonite to a black woman. We can't get ourselves together. We could be on the trajectory for greatness. Let some bum dude with a lot of swag come into our lives. Next thing you know, we are just living, no tea, no shade, a John Singleton movie. You know, like, what the hell happened? Swag gets us every time. He oozes swag and he speaks fluent Spanish, and that gets her. Spanish with swag, dangerous. Rachel, do not get pregnant on this show. Keep that IUD intact and stay away from Brian. He is trouble. That nasty kissing, I can't believe she allowed that, but I'm telling you, she's falling for him. That's Spanish. You know, because you don't know what he's saying, but the way he's saying it, you just like, yes, daddy, yes, poppy. You see what I'm saying? I'm already in the zone right now. The men don't even have Brian like pegged as like a front runner, and I'm telling you, they sleeping on him. They sleeping on him. Oh, now they're all fighting for her attention. I love this show. No. Although you're not for Rachel, why are you lit? Mo is lit. He can't even stand up. Josiah is trying to talk to him. Mo takes his drink and just starts drinking, and Josiah's like, well, that was mine, but okay. He is lit out of his mind. He hasn't even sat down to talk to Rachel. Oh, Mo, you going home. I didn't think you would go home so soon, but you're going home. Lucas is beyond annoying. I cannot stand him, but he's the only one who is this zany character who will probably do whatever the producers tell him to do. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be pissed at the end of this review because I know without a shadow of a doubt that the producers are going to tell Rachel to keep this fool, and she going to keep him. I know she is, and I'm so pissed off. Like, as the guys are trying to talk to her, this one guy keeps on growling at her, and then Alex keeps on vacuuming the floor. What is going on? So Freaky Blake is coming for Lucas. He's just like, this dude is here to be on TV. He's a clown. He is not here for Rachel. And I'm just like, is Blake really here? Freaky Blake really here for Rachel? The way he's very passionate about Luke, he's very annoyed by Luke and Lucas. And I feel like, you know, he may really be here for Rachel. Because, you know, some guys are here for the money. They pay them every week. And some dudes or for their appearance, and some dudes are here for TV. You don't really know who's who at this point, but I didn't think that Blake would be the one to like really push forward as somebody who's really coming for Rachel and just Rachel solely, not the show. So I'm glad that he's coming after him because that dude is so annoying. If he's going to be in the house, we need somebody who will call out that foolishness every time, because I feel like Lucas will stay for a while because he's just the wild card. He'll stay for a while, but I feel like if he's in the house with Blake is going to call out that behavior, and at some point the clown is going to take off that mask and we're really going to see who Lucas is. I don't think it'll be enough to keep him in the show, but I feel like Blake is going to be the one to break that foolishness down, and that's a good thing. Again, I've never seen this show, so I don't know how big of a deal the first impression rose is, but they're all like fighting for the first impression rose, and I'm just like, oh gosh, do you get a bonus? Like, do you get a bonus if you get picked first or if you get the first impression rose? I don't know, but they were doing the most with this rose to the point where it was just like annoying, to the point where Josiah, who was my top pick, was getting on my damn nerves. I was just like, boy, put the rose down and sit down. You're doing too much, and you're going to cut yourself out of this competition by being, you know, overly thirsty. Oh, Kenny. I don't think he's for Rachel, but man, when he talked about his daughter, I melted. He loves that little girl. Kenny, you need to get with a woman who's a nurse who has a child as well. I feel like that would be a great family dynamic for you. It's not Rachel. It's not Rachel. But you're such a sweet dude. You know what? Make Kenny the Bachelor. I like him, but I don't think they're going to go black and black. This is still America. Okay. Brian got the first impression rose, and I am not surprised. That swag and that Spanish gotta works every time. Man, Rachel, you picked the dude with fillers? Now we're at the rose ceremony. So Fine Peter gets picked first, and I'm not surprised because that man is beautiful. Wait, Rachel picks the penguin and That's So Raven's dad? Girl, what? What'd I tell you? Rachel picks Lucas, or the producers pick Lucas. And there are a lot of guys who are really broken up over it. Let me tell you something. I like to have thrown my remote at my television when I saw that she sent Blake K, that fine Marine, home. I was like, girl, how do you send home Blake? How do you send home a vet? A fine vet. Benefits, girl, they got good benefits. I was just really shocked. One thing I will say about this, though, Blake K has made a very strong impression on the viewers. I think that he might be the next Bachelor. I really, really do, because he is somebody who immediately drew me in as a viewer, and I would not mind. I would watch The Bachelor if it's him, like seeing him find love. I would not mind watching him find love on a show. He seems like a really, really good, genuine guy, and somebody who is really warm and fuzzy, the perfect fit for ABC. So ABC, whoever's over The Bachelor, I think your next Bachelor is Blake K. I really, really do. And give him, different kinds of flavors too, like you did this show, because you'll bring everybody in. Because if it's Blake K, I'm watching. I am watching. I'm still pissed, though, that she kept a clown over a Marine. A Marine. Girl, just the... Nope. But I'm saying, simplify, daddy. Simplify. So Milton starts all this crying because he got cut. I really don't think that he was crying over not being able to see Rachel, because first of all, he mentions the fact that he has a bunch of outfits and he won't be able to show them, and he was the best dressed there. So I'm just like, okay, this is really about you. It has nothing about you being in love or wanting to be with Rachel. I also feel like he was very drunk, so his emotions were just not able to be controlled, because he was lit too. Milton was lit. Mo was lit. Lucas was lit. There are a lot of guys who just could not hold their liquor. And I just want to be real with you. A dude that cannot hold his liquor is very unattractive to a woman. We want to see you strong in situations 24/7. The only time you could really break down is at your parents' funeral. This is so pathetic. No, a guy can show emotion. I'm just saying, you not being able to hold your liquor is just not attractive. It's not attractive. You can get lit. Just be able to walk and talk and, don't piss on yourself. Hoping there's, some turn of events and we're able to trade in Blake K for this ShamWow guy. Lucas has got to go. I don't know how many episodes I could take out of wham bow. That even hurts me. So I know he done messed up his own brain cells. I don't know how many episodes I could take of him. And I'm so hurt over Blake being gone. But anyway, that's where the episode ends. And the sneak peek of this season, girl, I will be tuning in. I feel like this is going to be a type of show that I'm not just going to DVR. I feel like I'm actually going to be here to watch it, because it was really, really good. It drew me in. I didn't think that it was something that would really appeal to me, but it did. I enjoyed it. I really like this lighthearted show. So I will be reviewing it for the remainder of the season. So before I wrap this whole thing up, I would like to know in the comment section below, who is your top 5? Right now, my top 5 is Brian, Josiah, Peter, Kenny, and I'm torn between either Demario or Dean, because in the sneak peek, it looks like she's really falling for Dean. So I don't know, but I feel like those are the top 5 contenders. I don't know what she's crying about. I hope she's not crying about the fact that her top 5 are all white dudes. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Anyway, I don't know why I did that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you next week for the following episode of The Bachelorette. And don't worry, this was a 2-hour premiere, so this review was a lot longer than I think my next reviews will be. I'll try to keep them under 20 minutes because I got a life, and I know y'all have one too. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Please like this, and I'll see you soon. Bye.